That's the Church of Floriana, and I did hear that there are 365 churches on Malta, one for every day of the year. Here's the harbor that we were on a boat yesterday, and this is the view outside our room. And we know that that's the quarantine building. Everyone who came had to stay until they were determined to be healthy enough to be around the Maltese. It's a nice little swimming pool. Keeps you away from the boats. This is an Anglo-Bavarian auberge, auberge being inn, from the 1700s. And it was from the knights of the time, and they needed a place to stay. And so this was their inn. Look at all these cool balconies on the side overlooking the harbor. I bet those are nice rooms. This is Fort St. Elmo. We haven't seen it from this side. Was involved in World War II. The Great Siege of 1565 occurred right around here. It took 31 days, so the siege wasn't that long. There was a garrison here. It's the hospital that we saw the other day, and now it's a big conference center, the longest hospital ward in Europe. And the tower is in memory of the World War II dead. Their nifty fort over there. Oops. The first 41 years the knights were here in the 1500s. They stayed over here on this side. After 40 years, they moved over here to Valletta. Francis of Assisi lived here for a few years. This is the town of Paolo, founded in the 1600s. That's another parish church. This one was dedicated to St. Lawrence. This is the first gate to get into Burgoo. The Spanish knights protected one of these gates, and then the French knights the other one. Found that Burgoo and Vittoriosa are the same place. Gate dates to 1670. Again, another one of the knights is responsible for building it. It's Notre Dame Gate. Quite a gate. And gardens all over this whole island, and there's been people here since Neolithic times. When the French took over in 1798, they kicked the knights out. Confiscated all their stuff, of course, but they got back later. Another gate, and there's a Maltese cross on it. Church is dedicated to St. Catherine. Oh, poor St. Catherine got beheaded. The locals at the bar, but they're quite friendly and waving to us. Here's the front of this big, beautiful church. They all seem to have lights on them. They light them up at night. It must be beautiful. And there's St. Catherine. And yet another church. These guys must have been really poor, spending all their money on churches. So there's the fishing village. These hillsides have been cultivated since the Phoenicians were here. We are stopped here with gridlock in the fishing village. The Pepsi truck over there's got everything blocked up. Boats are quite colorful. And we're supposed to get past here. Gonna be pretty tight. I guess he's not gonna try it. Okay, he is backing up, and that's gonna be challenging too. Oh, there he goes the other way. It's a nice lace work. Well, it's not lace work. It's, I don't know what you call it. There's some embroidery. Nice tablecloths. Parasols. And a nice church here in front of the waterfront. Lots of local artisans' goods for sale. No wonder Stu didn't want to get off. This guy is really going fast down this narrow waterfront street. Trying to make up time, I guess. Another vineyard. The reason for the loose stone walls is while they hold the soil back, they allow the water to go through. This is extensively terraced, and a million years ago there was a river here, the only river on the island. But look at a lot of people spent a lot of time building all these terraces. Wow. Now we have some olive trees and some grapevines. There's a blue grotto near here, similar to the one in Capri. There's evidently 7 grottos in Malta. I guess the grotto's down there. There's a boat headed towards it. Too, but boy is this rocky. Maybe it's all limestone, I don't know, but it's certainly barren. We are up high here, right on the cliff, and there goes a boat headed over to the grotto. Here's one of these watchtowers up close. That was to warn the locals of impending pirate attack or other enemy attack.